The last time around I drove the Jeep Compass Trailhawk, I called it a wolf in sheep's clothing. A lot has changed in the last couple of years.
In 2019, we got extremely excited about a variant of the Compass. Now, you see here, this too is a Compass, but clearly there is a difference, because the difference is this badge right here. It reads trail rated. Of course, you can't see it from all the way there, but it gets us excited because this is the Trailhawk variant of the Jeep Compass. And it is based on the facelift of the Jeep Compass, which was launched earlier last year. But 3 years later, close to 3 years later, the Trailhawk edition makes a comeback, and that means yes, it's more rugged, it's more determined to go off-road than ever. And that's what exactly we are going to do, right? Take it out away from the highway and taking it on some places where it feels at home. Now, a lot has changed than the last variant. So approach and departure angles too have improved over the last version. And also you can see new colors that you see on the Jeep Compass Trailhawk. So yes, extremely excited that the car is here, and can't wait to take it where it belongs.
But before we do that, let me take you through the approach, departure and breakover angle. There's been a change, and as you can see here, the approach, departure and breakover angles have seen an improvement, which basically means the car is now better equipped for any terrain thrown at it. And we did throw some rocks its way. Of course, before we did all of that, we changed the mode into rock, and it can be done by a simple touch of a button. Thank the select terrain system that lets you do all that very easily. There are two more modes, snow and sand or mud, and of course there is auto. The great part here is that Jeep has moved away from a rotary dial to just a quick toggle switch that makes life easier too, thus keeping the premiumness of the SUV intact. Of course, you have to take things slow when it comes to off-roading, but clearly the Compass Trailhawk had everything sorted. The 20:1 crawl ratio really does give the Trailhawk a significant advantage and ability to climb like no other in the segment. And the 9-speed automatic really shines out here, providing power continuously to the wheels and making sure the torque delivery takes you where you want to go. Now that transmission has been made in-house, but the design has been sourced from ZF, and that just shines out when you've taken it off the beaten track. But how does it perform on normal roads?
Now the Trailhawk is the same engine as in the Jeep Compass facelift. So it's a 2-liter diesel only that you get in this one, and that churns out 168 brake horsepower and 350 Newton meters of torque. But the torque kicks in at around 2200 RPM, so the initial acceleration of the initial burst that you want is not there, and you are left wanting for more. There is also no sport mode in this one, so obviously you're left wanting to get some more power, and there's no burst there again. Then there are no paddle shifters for ease. You can of course switch it to manual and change the gears. So that's one option that you have. But again, that initial acceleration, especially from the 9-speed gearbox, it's just not there, and you are left wanting for more. On the ride and handling bit though, this does feel very close to what the Compass is, but again the suspension in this one is stiffer, which is why you feel certain bumps on the road, and it might be because of that stiffened suspension that you feel all of that.
You know what? The cabin is absolutely sublime. It carries the same layout as on the facelift version of the Compass, and hence carries all the gizmos, and that's a big upgrade from 2019. You can't miss the 10.1-inch Uconnect touchscreen infotainment system, which basically is central to that premium luxurious experience. You get wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as well. There's a 360-degree camera too, which comes in very handy when you go off-road. The Compass Trailhawk basically gets all the features from the S option variant of the lineup. So yes, there's a panoramic sunroof, integrated navigation and voice commands, and of course, it's big on safety as well. Now we don't have the price of the Compass Trailhawk yet, but it will be upwards of 30 lakh rupees from what we know by experience. So yes, it's not going to be cheap. But if you take to off-roading like fish to water, then yes, this one should be your pick. There are others more capable, yes, but thrilling? No. There are very few cars that come close to what the Trailhawk has to offer. But as an overall package, it's hard to find a perfect fit.